Next, we got the young hockey psychology. Now, I am 2 videos behind. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to put 2 videos in one today. All right, so we're starting off with the Connor McDavid show. Game 5. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have game 6 next after this video. But tomorrow is officially game 7. Now, everybody let me know in the comments, who do y'all think will win? Who do y'all think will take game 7? Now, Oilers, y'all have made the most generational, iconic, amazing comeback. I didn't think y'all had it in y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think y'all had it. But y'all did it. Y'all proved me wrong. Can y'all finish it out, bruh? You know what I'm saying? That's what we all trying to figure out. I feel like Connor McJesus, he can do it. I got my utmost faith in Connor McJesus. Like I said, I never lost faith in McJesus. You know what I'm saying? When things get hard, who's going to lose faith? That's the question. When things get hard, when things not going their way, do you still have faith then? I did. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, I'm really just rooting for just the players, to be honest. I don't really have no connection to the teams. Now, Panthers also, too, is a good franchise. Or I wouldn't say good franchise. They was trash. That's why I say it, because they was trash, and now they're good. So it's like, okay, they have an underdog story as well. Y'all know I love the underdog story. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. So whoever the underdog, I usually try to go for them. But in this case, they're not the underdog, though. That's the crazy part. In this case, they're like the upper dog. But, you know, hey, bro, whoever won it, bro. Like I said, whoever won it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to win this, you will win. All right? So, hey, let me know y'all predictions. Also, too, y'all told me that I should do a watch party. You know what I'm saying? So, we going to do it. All right? we going to do it. We going to stream on YouTube. All right, but let me explain to y'all how watch party goes if you don't know. Basically, I'm going to just have my face cam in full screen, right? It's going to be in full screen. And then we're going to have the scoreboard up. And we're going to just watching it. You know what I'm saying? I can't show the clips. I can't show the whole game, obviously. But I'm going to be watching it with y'all. So y'all can come hang out in the chat. I'm talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We just talk about the game. Watch it together. Watch it live. Because I never watched a hockey game either. I've never watched one. Full game. So this should be nice. You know what I'm saying? Actually, though, how long is a hockey game? No, I think about it. But anyways, though, yeah. I'll be letting y'all know. So we gonna stream tomorrow when it starts. You know what I mean? I know we have different time zones, but whenever the game starts, wherever you are, that's what's gonna start for me. You know what I'm saying? So just that time, all right? But hey, let's just
we have just witnessed a legacy performance from Connor McDavid in Game 5, and now there has been a shift in the balance of this series. The Edmonton Oilers are dragging the Panthers back to Alberta for Game 6 after the most intense and thrilling game of this series.
I forgot all about that.
Panthers fans are in shambles right now, and Oilers fans can feel the comeback in their bones. So let's break down how the Edmonton Oilers were successfully able to plant the seed of doubt in Game 5. Right out of the gate, we had both goalies bail out their team. The Panthers are the team that gets a lot of love for their cycle game, but the Oilers are just as good at it, and Janmark is going to pop into the gap, but he's stopped by Officer Bob, who got pulled in Game 4. Now hold that thought while we watch Stuart Skinner make not one, but 2 huge saves to follow that up.
Hey, and this is what I've been saying too. Everybody talking about Bob. Y'all didn't do... Oh, my bad. Y'all really need to think about Skinner. You know what I'm saying? Because Skinner really been stepping up. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Skinner been looking amazing out there, and nobody really been saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Skinner, bro.
And keep this game at zeros early on. Now, before this series even started, special teams were going to be crucial for the Oilers' success against the Panthers. The penalty kill for Edmonton scored a shorty in Game 4 for the first goal of the game, and they double dip again in Game 5. The Oilers play a wedge +1 on the PK, and when executed properly with the top forward taking the correct route, it can spring a player for a shorthanded chance. Connor Brown and Matthias Janmark have looked like Gretzky and Messier on the PK with how well they can anticipate and play off of each other. In Game 4, it was a fantastic read by Brown to chip this puck by the aggressive Panther, and then Janmark takes off as that top forward to make it a 2-on-1 to score. In Game 5, it's again Connor Brown with just a great route to the most dangerous area of the ice. As the penalty killer, you want to take away the middle of the ice and force the play up the boards or along the wall. So, Brown heads straight to the blue line to cut off the D-to-D pass, anticipating that Montour will go low with this puck. Unfortunately, Montour was feeling a little dicey and decided he wants to send a pizza hot and ready up the middle. Downtown Connor Brown anticipates that, shows the patience of a monk on a breakaway, and buries to give the Oilers a 1-0 lead. That giveaway has got to royally piss off Panthers fans. Brutal turnovers are enough to make a grown man want to lose his mind, and a close second, and I mean we're talking a real close second, is using a slow web browser. With how many clips, storylines, and stats...
okay. I was about to say, what is he talking about? Okay, W transition. Okay.
Sifting through every day. Organization is my top priority, and I just love how Opera has implemented their tab islands and tab mode to set up this cult and things. Their browser tabs, CD share time, so give me a break. In all seriousness, huge shout out to Opera for making the behind the scenes a lot easier for these start browsers to hold their weight. Now, after the Oilers PK got on the board, their power play would get a chance to pull their weight. In games 1 to 4, the Oilers went 1 for 16 on the power play, but in Game 5, they went 2 for 5. A big reason they had success in Game 5 was because of their puck movement to beat Florida's aggressiveness on the PK. When a team moves the puck this quickly and precisely like Edmonton does here, it forces the penalty killers to have to retreat and be more calculated with their aggression. The Bush bomb goes off Zach Hyman, and it's 2-0 Oilers. Death, taxes, and former Leafs being clutch in the NHL playoffs.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. These jerseys, it's low-key hard. I ain't gonna lie. Is this like old? Wait, no. It's not old. This is like some different type of like league or something like that. I like this though. It's kind of like giving me like retro. Like I like retro jerseys for like any sport, to be honest. I don't know why. It's like everything that was older always end up being better. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But hey, these jerseys, tough.
Connor McDavid would get an assist on that play, but then after that, he just completely took over the hockey game. Fogel's going to get to this puck first. He wins a puck battle and then sends a tough pass to McDavid's backhand. But there's no such thing as a bad pass to a great player because his first touch is perfect. He doesn't even skip a beat. He's got his eyes up on Bobrovsky, looking for an opening the whole way, and this cheeky bastard goes along the ice to make Bob look silly.
Bobrovsky, you're an embarrassment to the department, Bobrovsky!
That is one that Bobrovsky wants back. It's definitely a bad goal to let in, but when you understand the mind games between McDavid and Bob, you'll understand why Bobrovsky looked like he was just standing there like he was playing road hockey. McDavid, from this exact spot, has been torching goalies who go into the RVH position his entire career. As soon as they drop down to cover low, he's going roof to make them look silly. Knowing this, Bobrovsky stays on his feet. He doesn't give anything up top, but because McDavid is a hockey cyborg built in a lab, he has his head up the entire way, and he takes what Bobrovsky gives him and throws the unexpected low shot.
Oh, wait. Did it go off his right foot and bounce in like that? Or did he trick shot it off his back left ankle?
Way, and he takes what Bobrovsky gives him and
I think so. Yeah, he did. That's smart. Because the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, like, how did he fit it in this hole? Like, McJesus, you must be real good with fitting things in tight holes, bro. Because, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't be able to do this, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know how he just did that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, he is McJesus. You know what I'm saying? With McJesus, anything's possible. So, hey.
The unexpected low shot. So that's
okay, yeah, but that's still a good,
no big deal. Good, 2 points on the night. Panthers fans are starting to feel a bit queasy watching McDavid cook, And then he does something like this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, that gotta be the greatest highlight in hockey history right there.
Dances through the middle, slips through everyone like butter, and he feeds the worm Corey Perry for one of the most absurd goals I've ever seen in a cup final. Most power plays have 2 guys on the drop back when entering the zone, but the Oilers only have 1. And it's Connor McDavid because of his speed and skill. The funny part is that Florida is in their 1-3 and they're in good structure against McDavid on the entry. But McDavid's going to beat the F1 with his speed and then just zeroes in on Mikkola, who's in the middle of a pivot. McDavid sees those toes pointing the wrong way, gets giddy, and is going to attack against his momentum. Mikkola throws out his stick and McDavid is going to take full advantage. Not once, but twice he taps it under this poor fella's stick. Mikkola's in a pretzel before he knows it, and McDavid has the awareness to send it over to Perry for a tap-in. With the Oilers up 4-1, it is fully the Connor McDavid show, but then the Panthers started to come alive. For the most part these past 2 games, the Oilers have done a good job at getting the puck north quickly to evade the Panthers' pressure. Stuart Skinner in particular came out to play the puck a lot in Game 4 to help the Oilers on their breakout and help evade that pressure. However, in Game 5, we see what happens when it backfires. The Panthers' speed on the forecheck ties up every option for Skinner, so he has to just poke this puck over to nobody. Florida smothers the Oilers' defense, and it ends up in the back of the net. After that, you could just feel the momentum start to shift as Florida got back to their identity. Here, the Oilers got a chance to clear the puck, but there's 3 layers of Panthers pushing along the wall to stop it from going out. Ekman-Larsson keeps it in, throws it back down low to Tkachuk. He's then going to jump up in the play and activate into the slot, and he hammers one home to make this a 4-3 game. Everyone in Edmonton starts to have chest pains, and the Panthers are pouring on the pressure, getting chances left, right, and center, but they just can't tie it. Florida pulls the goalie. Janmark just whiffs.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
And Tkachuk makes a dive-in play on the goal line. Like, look at this. Are you nuts? Are you kidding me right now? Wow. He just gets back in time, and then all that just for Connor McDavid to come in and seal the game. Now, I do have a problem with Ekman-Larsson here. Like, buddy, you stop moving your feet, no knee bend, it just completely gives up. And he allows McDavid to stroll in and
what are you doing?
Game. Panthers GM Bill Zito says, "F this water bottle. I got to go back to f***ing Alberta, Canada, and he's got to do it against Connor McDavid." This was without a doubt a legacy game for McDavid. He had 4 points in this one and set an NHL record by being the first player in history to have 8 points in a 2-game stretch in the Stanley Cup final.
8 points in 2 games? And everybody was saying, I ain't gonna lie, I was too though. I can't even cap. I was saying it. When they was down 3-0, I was like, yo, where's McJesus? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if they gonna call you McJesus, you gotta do something. You feel me? I still have faith in him. But at the same time, I'm like, bruh, what's up? He had 0. I think everybody on the team had 0 points, or all the starters. All the starters had 0 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what is going on? But now he came back. You know what I'm saying? He's back. He's back in town. He has resurrected. He resurrected.
He's got 42 points in these playoffs. That's 5 shy of Wayne Gretzky's record, and this entire performance will be his legacy. The points are one thing, but if he can will this team to actually come back and pull a reverse sweep, it would without a doubt cement his legacy in the sport of hockey. So, what did you think of Game 5? Are the Panthers actually going to choke this series?
Well, yeah.
They were 2-0.
Yeah.
They won. They were 0-3. And they will Monday night play a one-game showdown for all the marbles and the Stanley Cup.
I can't believe this is happening. After having a 3-0 series lead and everyone being prepared to hand the Panthers the cup, the Edmonton Oilers have done the unthinkable and pushed a Game 7 in Florida. The entire NHL and its fans have been left speechless by what we're witnessing. The Edmonton Oilers have the Florida Panthers spiraling out of control. And now we're one Oiler win away from the biggest comeback and choke that the NHL has ever seen.
Biggest choke? Is this really the biggest choke? They said the last time it was a reverse sweep was 1942. So I ain't gonna lie. 1942, I'm pretty sure the majority of people watching this has not been alive since then. You know what I'm saying? If you were alive since then, hey, how you doing? Hey, I respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? But that's insane, bro. 1942 is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's insane.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. No matter how much I break down these games, I still cannot believe that the Florida Panthers have gotten to this point. At the beginning of this series, this Panthers team looks simply unbeatable. Their forecheck was wearing down the Oilers' D. Sergei Bobrovsky had become the complete embodiment of a brick wall, and Florida looked like they were going to easily stroll to their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Now, they just got spanked 5-1 on the road without Connor McDavid recording a single point. Despite what Paul Maurice or anyone in the Florida locker room has to say, the Edmonton Oilers are fully in the head of the Florida Panthers right now. And when you look at all the tiny details of what's changed in Florida's game, it's no wonder that they've let Edmonton come all the way back in this series. Let's start with the Panthers' biggest strength, which is their structure. No pun intended, but these guys were a well-oiled machine before the Oilers started using their puck movement and speed to negate the Panthers' aggressiveness. 3 Oilers goals in this game came off the rush for Edmonton, and according to Mike Kelly on Twitter, this is a massive improvement over the past 3 games compared to the first 3. Since Game 4, the Oilers are leading in odd man chances 20-6 and have outscored Florida 7-0 on the rush.
Wow.
That's because the Oilers are exiting their zone far quicker, and it has the Panthers second-guessing their game. The first goal in Game 6 is a prime example of how the Oilers' structure has forced the Panthers to play out of character. Paul Maurice said it best: when the Panthers are at the top of their game, they play a simple and straightforward style. When they're feeling it, 9 times out of 10, Florida takes this puck and dumps it in without hesitation. Instead, Verhaeghe gets a different look to try and switch sides and feed Barkov, but the pass is in his feet, and all of a sudden, the Panthers' turnover creates a jailbreak for the Oilers. Draisaitl lays enough sauce to make a Nunna jealous, and Foegele buries to make it 1-0. Because the Oilers have been so effective at taking Florida's dump-ins and turning it into a quick breakout or rush, it has forced Florida to second-guess perhaps their best weapon, which is dumping in the puck and initiating that forecheck. Without a doubt, something changed in that Game 4 8-1 win for the Oilers. The Oilers have contained the Panthers' super strength, which was that aggressive forecheck, and they have used it against them. In our Game 4 breakdown, we saw the Oilers finally break through the wall of the Panthers, and as a result, Edmonton was able to put up 8 goals because of the flyout play they used to stretch out the Panthers. By having players stretch out to Florida's blue line, it's forced the Panthers D to back off and ultimately take away their ability to be super aggressive with all 5 players on the ice. This has presented the Panthers with 2 options to adjust. Either A, have the F3 retreat and become more passive, or B, double down on your aggressive style and try to hem in the Oilers by overwhelming them. The Panthers have went with option B in these games, and on this second goal, look at how aggressive this Panthers D is.
It's actually crazy that I really called this out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know I'm a noob. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn. But at the same time, I still see what's going on. Like, I could tell every time they did a dump in, like, they were just getting hounded. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they couldn't. It was like so much pressure. They ain't know what to do at all. They ain't know what to do. And I called it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be thinking, like, I might be wrong. But I still say it anyways, because I might not be wrong. Hey, I wasn't wrong. Hey, trust yourself, bro. Trust your gut. No cap. Trust your gut.
He's all the way down at the hash marks with forward support, while Janmark is beginning to blow the zone to stretch out the Panthers and back up their last D. Now, to add on to the mess, that last Panthers D goes for a line change, thinking that the Panthers are going to keep Edmonton hemmed in. That prompts Sam Bennett to take a big old loop instead of recognizing that he's the last man back. Edmonton just keeps rimming it along the wall until it eventually gets up to Janmark. Panthers are in a fire drill to try and get back, and Janmark joins in with Nunna sauce with a lovely feed over to Henrique to make it a 2-0 game. Now, it's hard to ever blame Attendee for a 2-on-1 goal, and this isn't on Sergei Bobrovsky, but there are signs on this goal that Bobrovsky is just not the same Bob that we saw earlier in the series. Officer Bob was a goddamn menace in the first 3 games of this series. Seriously, we talked about it in our Game 2 breakdown. The way this guy was tracking the puck and anticipating the play was just off the charts. But ever since Game 4 where the Oilers lit him up for 5 goals and got him yanked from the game, that man hasn't been anywhere close to himself. Rob Gearson, who's a goalie coach...
Now, the question is, let me know. The question is, right? 5-1. Oh, damn, that's the second. Oh, my. The beginning of the second? The beginning of the second? No, never mind. Because I'm thinking, like, if y'all getting blew out, you might as well take your starters out. You might as well. You know what I mean? Now, I thought it was like the third quarter. 5-1 third quarter. Was it 5-1 third quarter? 15 minutes left. You could take your starters out. Do y'all have a chance of coming back? Maybe. If y'all have all your starters, maybe y'all could come back. But that's up to the coaches to decide at that point. But people do that. They take their starters out. If they don't look winnable, they're going to take their starters out and just, you know what I mean, make sure they don't get hurt. But second quarter? Oh, my God. That's insane, bro. I wouldn't expect Bob to get took out second quarter, bro. He damn near didn't even play, bro. He damn near didn't even play. The question is, too, now I think about it, how did the other goalie play? Was he still giving up goals or what? He might have played better than Bob. Whole time. Bob gonna be the first person in NHL history to go from the starting position to the backup. Fuck the backup. He might not even wear pads in this game. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We don't know the future for Bob at this point. We don't know it. So
that man hasn't been anywhere close to himself. Rob Gearson, who's a goalie coach and has some terrific breakdowns on Twitter, pointed out just how Bobrovsky has been off in his movements. The way that Bobrovsky comes flying out on this goal is a sign that he's just fighting the puck. When he's on, he's far more direct, he's beating passes, and he's getting set early like we saw in games 1 to 3 in this series. For Bobrovsky to be charging out like this is a sign that he just isn't confident in his reactions. Instead of Bobrovsky getting set and making a save, he's now trying to take up as much space as possible by being over-aggressive, and that is getting him into a bit of trouble. Now, if you look everywhere in the Panthers game right now, there's signs of doubt leaking into all aspects of the lineup. That's why when this goal got called back, it had to be incredibly deflating for the Florida Panthers.
I'm not
I forgot.
feeling deflated.
Rogers Place is rocking. The Oilers have all the momentum, and Barkov comes
just reminded me that last video. Because I remember back in the day when I first reacted to hockey, I was doing, and this is the other thing too, because I seen a comment when I was on live. Somebody asked me, it was like, you've been reacting to hockey since, I think I read it to hockey. Let me know in the comments, actually. It's a couple people, I do know y'all names, like Gordy. Gordy is OG. He been here since the start, no cap. It's a couple other people. I know y'all profile pictures. And I remember y'all names, but I gotta see it again. But I remember Gordy for sure. Who was here since then? You know what I'm saying? Now it was what? I think it was 2021 when I started my YouTube channel. So yeah, who was there then? I reacted to hockey, but I wasn't trying to get into it for real like how I am now. Like I would just kind of react to the highlights, like all the best highlights and stuff like that. But as of now, I'm trying to actually understand how hockey is played. You know, I feel like honestly that's the way to like really truly understand the game, and really break it down. And then too, back then, not gonna lie, it wasn't that many good channels out. Like now we have Hockey Psychology. I don't know how long Hockey Psychology been on YouTube. But I remember back then I used to try to find YouTube channels to react to videos kind of similar to this. But I could never find none, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember I started like venturing off into like other aspects of YouTube. So I kind of left hockey. But we're back. You know what I'm saying? We back. I never leave y'all. Look, I never leave y'all. But let me know in the comments though, who is here since the beginning, bro? No cap. You the real GOAT.
Silencing the crowd to give the Panthers some much.
So yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. I forgot to even explain my point. So yeah, somebody was like, "How are you still a noob if you've been reacting for 2 years?" So yeah, bro. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it still. I still don't understand the hockey. You feel me? I maybe know a little. What's the word? What's the word? I probably know a little. What's the word? Lingo or terms. You know what I mean? But I still don't know. I don't know what's going on. I barely even know the players. Bro. Okay. We just learned who Wayne Gretzky was. I knew of his name, but I never seen him play. We just learned that. That's like if you're gonna learn a sport, the number one player should be like the first person you react to, you know, or watch. You know what I'm saying? So like
confidence. But Edmonton phones Gary and says, we got reason to believe that this goal is offside. The league reviews, and we're talking centimeters here, but the Panthers' goal gets called back and it remains 2-0. After everything seemingly going right in games 1-3 for the Panthers, it's now Florida who can't seem to catch a break. And you can just see that same frustration in goal number 3. The Panthers have good sustained pressure, and with the puck coming up to the point, Gustav Forsling has a choice. Either slap this puck low, maintain Florida's cycle game, and remain patient for a golden opportunity. Or he can try and sift one on net with traffic. Now, throwing it on net is never a bad strategy, but the very thing that has made the Panthers so good is their patience off the cycle and wearing teams down to the point where there's a big breakdown. Now, mentally, at this point of the game, the entire team is on the cusp of blowing a 3-0 series lead. They just had a goal called back, and their only thought is, we need offense. So instead of trying to stay patient and stick to their game, the outside noise and circumstances of the series makes Forsling try and force this shot. Guess what? It's blocked by Zach Hyman. He comes down on the breakaway and scores his 16th goal of the postseason. That is the most goals in a single postseason during the salary cap era. Wow. And the Toronto Maple Leafs said they didn't want him. But hey, at least they'll give Marner that 12x8 extension that he's been looking for. Now, with that being said, the Panthers did get back to their game in the third with this gorgeous goal by Barkov. Edmonton clearly wants to use the walls to go north and out of the zone as quick as possible, but Florida's game plan is to have layers on the wall to stuff the attempt and support the D if things go south. The Panthers do that on this play. The puck finds its way to Barkov, and the captain honestly does everything he can to try and spark his team. However, the storyline of this entire game would end up being the Oilers' depth. After going full-on beast mode in games 4 and 5, Connor McDavid didn't record a single point in this game. But guys like Foegele, Henrique, McLeod, Brown, Yarmark all had unbelievable games to carry Edmonton to the win. For a lot of years in Edmonton, the depth simply wasn't good enough for McDavid to win a cup. But in this game, it was the first time in Connor McDavid's career where the Oilers won a game where McDavid went shotless and pointless. That alone is enough to tell you how great Connor McDavid is, but it's also key because
Wait, what? Wait, did I say the first time they ever won? They ever won a game? Oh my. Now, I did say, is it possible for somebody to carry an NHL team? Is it possible? You know what I'm saying? Y'all said it wasn't possible. It's possible. Like if you're scoring 10 points, or not 10 points, 10 goals, obviously you carry it. You know what I mean? But I don't think no one's really like just that out of like, maybe Wayne Gretzky, yeah. But as of today, no one's just dropping 5 points by themselves or 10 points by themselves like it's just nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that, bro. They're not doing that. So it comes down to your team. You know what I mean? And then, too, I think it's not only that. They can, once they see that one player is going crazy, I feel like they can like have some type of, defensive structure, you know what I mean, to stop that one player. Just literally worry about that one player. Triple team that one player. There's no way they can't. There's no way they can. And if somebody can be able to get past that, I was going to call him Jesus, but we already got a Connor McJesus. Okay. I don't know. But first time winning the game without that's still like carry, bro, to be honest. Because how is that even possible? Wow.
Alone is enough to tell you how great Connor McDavid is, but it's also key because in order to win a cup, you need every single player to contribute. And in Game 6, the Oilers support cast.
You literally just said it. Literally just said
the job
That's
done.
hilarious.
To force a player to contribute, and in games so key because in order to win a cup, you need every single player to contribute. And in Game 6, the Oilers support cast got the job done to force a Game 7 in Florida. The last time the NHL saw a reverse sweep in the Cup final was the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs. World War II was still going on. Now, 82 years later, we may once again witness history.
Wow. Wait a minute. Yeah, right. Hey, man, let me know in the comments who y'all think will win this next game. All right, I told y'all I'm streaming. So be on the lookout. I love y'all.